Hello, my name's Lizzie. I'm Anglican. In just under 2 months' time, I'm going to be moving into a convent ready to become a postulant. If you've watched some of my other videos, you might be aware that I have four really, but three main part-time jobs. One of them working for the street pastors, one of them cleaning for a city centre church and its community rooms, and the other one working with adults with learning disabilities. And 2 days ago, I left that job with adults with learning disabilities. I will hold your people in my heart. The reason that I've left this first job, 2 weeks ahead of when I'm leaving street pastors and cleaning, is I'm going away for a week's retreat to St. Bino's next week, which I'll do another video about. And the other two jobs, uh, I get paid monthly, and I've been doing those jobs for a few years now. Whereas this adults with learning disabilities, I've only been doing this job for about 6 months, and I was actually taken on as a sessional worker. But I ended up with it being almost like semi-permanent, having fixed days and sessions that I did. So I've mentioned in another video before that I was mainly helping with a cooking group, a drama group, did a lot of singing, even if I wasn't leading the singing group, the computer group, and leapt around in discos, or like, yeah, a dance kind of setting as well. And I have absolutely loved that job. It's been probably my favourite job for various reasons, and because my other two jobs have been very much um, more like lone working ones, this was nice to be with people and have colleagues and interact lots with the service users. But yeah, but because I'm going away next week, it gets very itty bitty, and that very last week with both my cleaning and my street pastors jobs, I'm actually the only person that works in the role that I work in, and actually the people that employ me aren't entirely sure themselves what I do, or where things are stored on the computer and stuff. So it's that I need that week as much time as possible to do handovers with the people that are taking over from me. So over the last few weeks, both the street pastors and the Methodist church that I clean have been doing interviews for my replacements. The two jobs aren't linked, they just happen to be in the same building. And so I've been asked if I can do handovers when I get back from St. Bino's, so that the new people will come in for a day or so, or half a day, and I'll show them around. And especially with street pastors, there'll be a lot to show them of what I do, and where things are saved on the computer and all that kind of stuff. And I'm the only person that is actually able to to show them those things, because the management committee wouldn't know those things, because it's just me that's been working on my own using that computer for the last few years. So that's why I've left this first job that bit earlier. So my last session was that kind of disco that I videoed me dancing in a couple of weeks ago. That was my very last session, and then I went back into the main building that the charity's based at, just to like make sure I said goodbye to my colleagues and things. And while I was writing my last session form that you write at the end of each session that you've led or supervised, the managers had arranged that all the service users that were in that day just all stood around me. So I looked up, and there was suddenly like this little huddle of people all like around me in a semicircle, and it was really sweet, because they like sort of formally said thank you to me, and wished me all the best and said goodbye. And then they invited different clients to share any words that they wanted to. And then I've been presented with like various cards that some of the service users have made and signed. So that's one of them, which is really sweet. And that's a reference to the fact that in drama group, we did a performance the other month, and I was Mother Duck with we had like ducks and chicks and stuff and we performed to people's family members, which was really nice. And then that's really nice, isn't it? So it is really sad. That was probably, yeah, probably the nicest place I've ever worked, and a job that I enjoyed so much, because it, after years of working in jobs where I was much more in silence and on my own, this was one that I am quite an extrovert as well, and to have a job where you're actually needed to do like drama, which is, I've got a background in drama, and singing, which I am a singer and stuff, has been really nice. It's been really nice to use those parts of me that I hadn't had much chance to use over the last few years. And yeah, it's been fun to just like leap around on the dance floor and showing people the Macarena and trying to do Gangnam Style in my skirt and that kind of stuff. So it'll be really sad to leave, but both that job and the people as well. And something came up that what one of the political leaders in this country had resigned this week, because he felt there was too much of a clash between his personal Christian beliefs and his role as a politician. And his Christian views might not necessarily be exactly the same as mine, but he said something that really resonated with me, because he was saying like, what would make somebody leave something that they were so passionate about and that they really liked and valued being part of. And this echoed with me sort of thinking like, why am I leaving a job that I love so much and that I seem so suited to? And he said, reflecting on his own situation, and this echoes with me, that yeah, but what would make someone like choose to leave something that they're so passionate about? It would have to be something so amazing, so divine, that demands my heart, my life, my all.